Now, this is called the No Kings protest. Do you think that Trump is a king? Is he acting like a king?
I don't think he's a king because he's not smart enough to be a king. But I definitely think he's acting like an authoritarian ruler.
Okay.
I think kings are historically known as people who change the rules to lead and think they have something to themselves. When we're America, you rule because we tell you to, because we ask you to, not because you tell us that you will.
Okay. So what's an example of that you guys are concerned about that he's done?
Do you see my sign?
That's a lot to sum up, right?
There's too much for me to sum up, really. I suppose a big thing on my mind is the ICE raids and deportation, disappearing of people.
Voter suppression, targeting opposition, Democrats trying to shut down a system that is meant to protect us against people like him through changing leadership, through abolishing things that we hold true to be sacred, trying to change the Supreme Court, trying to cut red tape, do everything in his power to change the landscape that exists to keep it fair.
And that's unprecedented is what you're saying? Like, Democrats don't try to do those things, right?
Not to the extent that Mr. Trump and his cabinet has. I mean, we always try to keep it legal. They're abolishing that. They're just trying to do whatever they can in their power to keep the truth away from the light, keep the Epstein files under the dark, keep voters from being able to vote, keep people from being able to organize.
Okay. And, the ICE raids you mentioned. So President Obama deported 3.1 million illegal immigrants with ICE when he was president. Is that acting like a king or a totalitarian or an authoritarian?
I think the big difference is helicopters landing on top of people's apartment building and kids being thrown out in the dark with pajamas on, left without their parents who've been taken away. I think it's a very, very different situation.
Different situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking away due process, taking away the voice, taking away, like I said, the things that we hold to be sacred, such as the justice system, not allowing trials, no communication, are things that Obama would protect and held sacred, even despite his attempts at anti-polarization, moving across the aisle, making concessions. These aren't concessions. These are movements of terror.
Movements of terror. Okay. So it's the way that he's doing it that's different than Obama or Clinton actually deported upwards of 10 million people using ICE. But it's the helicopters.
The families that are being torn apart.
Okay.
Where they're holding these people, the conditions.
We don't even know where they're holding these people.
They don't get to know.
ICE detention centers, which Obama also used. So I'm trying to understand, what's the critical difference there? Because other presidents have used ICE to arrest people.
It's the rhetoric. It's Homeland Security tweeting memes. I mean, it's just debased. Obama is a man who went to law school. That is somebody who maintained professionalism. He did not equate political inequalities and differences to things so debased as tweeting that they're going to catch them all, that they're going to round them up. It's just the rhetoric, it's the movement, it's the type of divisive language that the GOP has been pushing since 2016 to get us to all hate each other and to fight when they're the ones that we should be fighting.
Okay. Now, do you think that the Democrats went after Trump using the justice system before he was president this time?
Yeah, they tried. And remember what happened whenever he got impeached? I mean, yeah.
So is he kind of guilty of the same thing that the Democrats did to him?
Who?
Trump.
Is Trump guilty of?
You said he's using the justice system to go after his political enemies, after his political enemies use the justice system to go after him, right?
Not for the same reason. That's a false equivalence. I mean, breaking the law should be illegal. What happened with Trump getting impeached was a result of his illegal activity. That is not political. That is illegal. That's the law.
If it's illegal, like crossing the border is illegal, and that should be illegal and punished by the law.
What are you guys here for? What's the organization that you stand with?
We are with PolitiBrawl. We have 2 million subscribers on Substack, and we're just trying to conversations with people, different points of view, and see what you guys believe and have a conversation.
Yeah, with that in mind, I think it's really important to stay informed about what your personal definition of justice is. I am one who wants to follow the Constitution, and I think that our courts and our justices are the way that they are for the reason that they are, that historically that's what we needed to keep the peace. And what we're seeing right now is an attempt to destroy that, and I think that that's the problem, not in the rhetoric that you want to key up on in the differences, but rather in the handling of it. It's just important to look into it on your own and figure out why you think that Trump and Obama are equal, if that's something that you believe, but we don't.
Well, I agree with you, and I think what you say about rhetoric, it's kind of like America's existing in two totally different worlds right now, right? So like half of this country looks at what the Trump administration's doing and saying, this is what I voted for. Over 10 million illegal immigrants came in during the last 4 years. We need to do something drastic about that because it's unprecedented. And they like what they see using ICE, like other presidents have. I don't know if there is a massive distinction there between the way that Trump's using ICE and Clinton, Bush, Obama all used, just as an example. So I guess, what would your message be to the rest of the country that supports Trump right now?
Look into why you support somebody. What do you believe in? Who do you believe in? And once you can figure that out and look up what that looks like, what action on the ground looks like, what electable action looks like, I'd be really interested to see what Trump supporters see he's doing for them. Because if you voted for him to cut your taxes, he's not. If you voted for him to protect your companies, your farms, he's not. If you voted him to protect you from ICE agents, he's not. There is no level of protection for any American person other than Trump, and that's why we think that he's a king. He's trying to act like a king. It's because he only has himself in mind, and if you don't see that, then I command you for your lack of awareness.
Okay.
I was about to say people should get their news from different sources, not just from Fox News.
Absolutely.
But now the mainstream media is also being cramped down, damped down, unable to truly tell the truth about cabinet meetings, things that President Trump is saying, or not able to even speak 2 sentences clearly. We're kind of screwed because it's difficult to find information that is true and honestly reflects what's going on in the country right now.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so you guys get notified when we post brand new videos to PolitiBrawl. Subscribe to us on Substack, TikTok, Instagram, everything. I'll leave the link in the description. Take care, and until next time. Go ahead and get up closer if you want.